Dragonflight news. They're releasing a novel. You know, a novel. We've seen this happen already now with, you know, they dropped a novel before BFA, Before the Storm, which happens to be one of my favorite ones, actually. I had that one back in the days before COVID when I used to drive into the law firm and shit. I listened to that one on, what's it called? What the hell is the fucking thing called? Audiobooks? Is that what it's called? The Amazon one? Yeah, I used to listen to it on my way to work every day Before the Storm. And it was so good that I would sit in my car in the parking lot when I'd get to work and I'd want to finish out that part of the story. So that was really good. I liked Before the Storm. We also got a book before Shadowlands. And these books have typically hinted at when the expansion is going to release, because they usually come out like just before, you know? Let me lower this a little bit. So it's interesting that we have a kind of book release here for Dragonflight. So a listing for the Dragonflight prequel novel has appeared on Amazon, along with the release date. The as of yet untitled novel is already available for pre-purchase and is set to release on November 22nd. Other than that, next to nothing is known. So if I click this, show you guys some personal information there. It takes you to the Dragonflight thing, I believe. Let me see. Where's it gonna open? Yeah, I almost gave you guys my fucking address, man. Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys my address. Yeah, here it is anyways. It's Untitled Dragonflight Prequel. It will be... Let me see. Oh, I'm blocking it. Anyways, it says November 22nd. By Ballatine is the author. $28 for the hardcover. $14.99 for the Kindle version. Not bad. Looks like it'll be dropping. There it is. I had to minimize things, you know what I mean? Don't want anyone sending me shit right now. Start getting letters. My wife's like, what's going on? There we go. Yeah. Untitled Dragonflight Prequel, World of Warcraft hardcover. Anyways, it only gave you guys my city. But that's the book, right? And there's no cover yet or anything. No images available. It just says a prequel story to World of Warcraft Dragonflight. November 22nd, 2022. So that's interesting. What does it mean? When will the release date be if based on that time? Based on that timing. Well, assuming that the release date doesn't change, a late November prequel strongly suggests Dragonflight's release date will be sometime early next year. We were talking about this yesterday. I kept saying February or the months around February. I didn't think it would be January, because I feel like that's too close to the holiday time. Some people are still off early January. But anyways, Shadowlands Rising, the Shadowlands prequel, was released in July of 2020. 4 months before Shadowlands itself was released in November that year. And remember, all these were delayed. The novel and the expansion of Shadowlands were delayed because they wanted to get it right. We'll see how that worked out. Not so well, but this is hinting at the fact that, you know, there's a 4-month gap between the book release date and the expansion release date. While the Battle for Azeroth prequel Before the Storm, which I said was great, was released in June of 2018, just 2 months before the expansion came out in August of 2018. That release date was actually delayed. Was it Before the Storm that was delayed? Wasn't Shadowlands delayed too? I think it was. I think I'm right about that. Anyways, if the Dragonflight book follows the same trend, then the prequel can be expected to release 4 months before the expansion. That would set Dragonflight a release date of March 2023. And that totally makes sense to me. March 2023 makes a lot of sense. Like I was saying, you know, February or the months around it. March makes sense. And remember, we talked about 9.2.5 being the final patch, you know, most likely for this expansion. We might get like a pre-patch for next expansion, you know, but that technically is not part of this one anymore. The final patch for this expansion will be 9.2.5. And did this guy queue and unqueue? Oh, a new off tank today. Who has progressed pretty far. Let's see. Let's see if Viking gets in the stream. Anyways, we talked about this. The patch they said would be a shorter patch. Typically, you know, there's 6 months, maybe less. The patch release time and how they've said how long 9.2.5 will last does match up with February-ish, March-ish time frame of next year. So we'll see. So far, the everything's lining up for that release date of February, March. That's what I'm thinking, and I think this is probably pretty right. So when the expansion comes out, what do we get? What do we get? You guys know. We're getting some new classes. We're getting a new class, man. New race, new class. Yeah, so they dropped a little bit of news about the Evoker class of the Dracthyr. The Evoker spec, sorry, of the Dracthyr. So let's check them out. I mean, the Dracthyr, again, are a race and a class. Right? I was a few seconds too late to sign up as a tank. Inna Jurgu? Who are you, Inna? Because you're in the stream. Here. Are you Vacan? Elisano. Oh. Elisano. Okay. Well, I don't know if this other tank is in the stream. I invited him. Let me see. I don't think he is. If not, I'm just going to kick him and invite you because you're actually in here. Ice Shard's here. What's up, Ice Shards? Welcome. So hang tight, Elisano. You'll probably get in because I don't know if this other tank's even in here. Anyways, we got this new news on the Dracthyr Evoker class / spec. Right, the Dracthyr are a class and a spec and a race. Right, in and of themselves. They're different from everyone else. So during the Dragonflight expansion announcement, Blizzard revealed the new...
We have a realm to destroy.
Inna, thank you for the follow and welcome to our Scourge. By the way, you never have to follow, sub, or anything to join our raids, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. During the Dragonflight expansion announcement, Blizzard revealed the new exclusive class for the upcoming expansion. Class / race, right? The Dracthyr Evoker. In this article, we break down everything we know so far about the new healer specialization. First healer that we've gotten added to the game. Other than monks, okay? I'm fucking stupid. I keep saying that, and it's not true. But anyways, we need more healer classes. It's the first ranged DPS class we've gotten added to the game. That's what it is. But anyways, this is the healer specialization. Preservation Evoker. Included a new empowered skill type. How this class could fit in the healer meta. Let's see. Are we going to be bringing Dracthyr? Are we going to be bringing Dracthyr Evokers into raid? Probably. They'll probably be overtuned. I'm Automatic Jack. I'm your guide for writing for Holy and Disciplined Priests. Today, I'm very excited to share my opinion on the Preservation. The new healer specialization coming to Dragonflight. What we know so far about the Evokers. The Evoker is a race-specific class. Yes, correct. It's only available on the Dracthyr, the new playable dragon race. Evokers use male armor, like shamans and hunters. Again, male armor being an addition that we haven't seen yet. We have not seen the addition of a class that uses male armor. We've seen leather with monks. We've seen mail. We've seen leather with leather with demon hunters, and we've seen plate with death knights. Right? So these things are coming. Yeah, you'll level up, Rez. You're gonna do a preservation. Nice. You'll be a healer for the raid. Sam, invite in Niragu. I was just going to stay for Lee. Only 3 bosses and heroic besides that. Final 3 worth it at the moment. Edward, who are you? Are you the other tank? Are you Elisano that I invited? I wouldn't mind getting the last 3 and kills. Viking? Wait, were you the tank? Was Viking the tank that I invited? Okay, okay. Okay then. So you don't want to come? Only 3 bosses and heroic besides the final 3 are worth it for me. Okay, okay, you were just gonna stay for Lehuvim. Okay, no problem. Well, thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know, Edward. Nice guy. Mini Santa. Hey, is that Mini? Is that you? Mini Arrow? Mini Santa? Wait, I got a lot of tanks queuing up today. I was kind of worried that I was going to have a tanking issue today because unfortunately, I believe we lost our tank, our typical off tank yesterday. But like, you guys are coming out of the woodworks. 3 of you have queued up today. Awesome. And thanks, Edward. I can invite you, Mini Santa, as DPS, and you can, you know, be prepared to tank as well. Tim is sad, but it's 250 eye level. Nah, I'm watching. I'm playing a different game at the moment. Okay. Every time I see anything mini related, I think it's you. It's 250 eye level, so I might fall short. Keck. Need to get gear. Oh, Tim, don't be sad. Tim is sad. Don't be sad. You'll get there. Yeah, 250 I'll bring you for normal, but yesterday we were having a hard time DPSing with a 260 eye level cap. So we need to make sure we keep it there for now. I've seen a 15% Lehuvim wipe on heroic. Yeah, nah, I'll just get clobbered at 250. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's tough. Lehuvim's a bitch, but we'll get him. Anyways, so they use male armor. That's nice. Devastation focus is on blue, and red fire dragonflight powers. Whereas preservation is more of a green and bronze, green nature and bronze time magic. Yeah, so their powers are based on on the dragonflights, right? So you got blue and red, which have to do with the damage side of it, the devastation spec. And then you have, on the preservation spec, you have the green, which is nature, and bronze, which is time magic. So that's cool. I like that theme that they have for these guys. Evoker is introducing a new casting mechanic, Empower, which will change the system for casts. This is amazing, by the way. The Empower, which is like the fact that you can hold down your click or hold down your button, and it charges it up. And based on how much you charge, that's how powerful the cast will be when you finally release the cast. That's really cool, and I feel like every class in the game is eventually going to have something using that Empower mechanic. I mean, could you imagine like a mage with a Pyroblast-esque mechanic, right? Pyroblast takes forever to cast, but imagine we're using the Empower cast, where you're holding it, and then you can blast it off, right? That's a really cool mechanic that they've added to the game. When I first saw it, when they released the expansion news, I was like, damn, I want to Empower move. I want to like hold my sword and charge and then blast hit. But no black. I mean, they were created by that dragonfly. Yeah, the black dragonflight's in a weird spot, right? No leader. Most of them have been killed off. It's in a weird place. Remember, I mean, the black dragonflight, we had Deathwing. He was the leader of them. He's fucking gone now. Somebody killed him. It was us, along with Thrall. So the black dragonflight's in a weird place. We're gonna probably see a lot about the black dragonflight. You know, Ebonhorn is one of them. We also have our boy, who I'm drawing a blank on right now, but he's one of them, our good-looking man. And we're gonna see who takes over the black dragonflight and where they go from here. But right now they're not really together. They don't got their shit together right now. The Dracthyr have also been confirmed to have the first stage of dragon flying just by themselves without the dragon. That's right. Kind of like how Worgen have the mount form, right? So Worgen can mount, you know, they go on all fours and run. The Dracthyr will have the flying form of, you know, dragon flight style. Gunka, make sure you let me know if you're in queue and in chat. This is all we know for certain. Oh, Evoker, sorry. It's an intellect class that uses staves, axes, maces, swords, fist weapons, and caster offhands. Interesting. I am. Alright, Gunka, welcome. This is all we know for certain. But there's also limited information about Evoker from the Dragonflight expansion reveal. The Drag Theory Evoker and written Dragon Riding preview. And various interviews. Based on these, we can make some additional assumptions about the class. In this article, I'll lay out what we know, how those mechanics can relate to other healers, and some history when possible around where other mechanics from healers appeared over the years. The basics. The basics. This is the cool move that I'm talking about. The empower shit. I think it's a game changer. But anyways, the Evokers will be a male type armor wearers. Welcome the addition after a deluge of leather wearers in recent years. That's right. Evokers are mid-range casters. See, mid-range, that's different too. Hey, Ant Grove, how's it going? Mid-range. Not ranged. Not melee. These guys are going to sit in an odd place, which is weird because they're the only class that's mid-range. So how does that affect boss fights? They're going to have to plan for that now. I don't know. But anyways, mid-range, that means like this cast that we're seeing down here, you can't be out where mages are sitting. And you also probably don't want to be where melee are. So you're going to have to sit, mid-range to be able to hit them with it. It's interesting. It's like a frontal cone, this seal. So anyways, which begs the question, this mid-range thing begs the question if this translates into a mid-range healer. Holy Paladins use the talent Rule of Law to naturally extend the range of their spells and benefit their own mastery. Would the mid-range rules only apply to the DPS spec, or would Preservation Evoker also have to deal with the potential annoyances of having reduced range to heal allies? Mistweaver comes to mind as a healer with a large amount of its healing concentration into allies directly around them. That's true. That's true. Refuge of the Jade Wind is a great heal. I love it. Or the legendary Ancient Teachings of the Monastery. This can be a limiting factor for encounters. That's what I'm talking about. It could be limiting for raids, right? To have a healer that can't truly be ranged. With a high quantity of spread players, but it's not unheard of. It is not. This is true. Mid-range makes me think they'll have a lot of AoE healing. Yeah, exactly. Or frontal cone healing. Like this move right here looks like a frontal cone heal. With a limited range. So I agree with that, PY. A lot of AoE healing to be able to hit both range and melee. Yep. Me and like 5 friends are going to make Dragtheer of the 5 primary flight colors. That's pretty cool. And we're all going to play adoptive siblings kind of family. And each of us is going to take a different role for the role play. That's pretty cool, actually. You guys got to play in an RP server for that. That's pretty good. Yeah, that'll be cool. I mean, people are excited about this. I know my brother-in-law wants to play. He wants to play the Dragtheer. What's it called? The DPS spec, the Devastation spec. He's excited. He's played mage most of his WoW career, and he's excited about like a male wearing mage. So he wants to try these guys out. So the Empower skill that I was talking about, the Dragtheer also come with a new type of mechanic called Empower. Look at that, the charge up bar. That looks very cool. Players can hold down the button to power up the spell, allowing to amplify damage, healing, and / effectiveness. As a healer, a large question that'll come up, a large question that will be presented will be, what are the costs and benefits, right? Yeah, what's the benefit to charging it up all the way? Is it always going to have to be charged up all the way to really be effective? Will the Empower mechanic only add benefits to holding the spell longer? You'll only release early for better healing times? Or will there be an increased resource cost associated with the longer held ability? Yeah. I wonder if there's going to be like a meta, like a 1 second meta, 2 second meta for holding and using. That's an interesting thought about like what are the cost benefits to holding it down all the way and charging it up, or releasing early. The early release. Is this the first class to have a charge ability? Yes, it is. It is. I wonder if that means other classes will get that too. I love changing the playstyle. I totally agree, PY. And when I first read this, that's what I said was, I imagine other classes eventually getting empowerable abilities. I was talking about mage casting, like a pyroblast, holding it down. You know, the longer you hold it, the stronger the hit will be. So maybe somebody like a Death Knight or a melee, you know, holding the weapon back and charging it up like Super Smash Bros. Style before they hit. I think every class will eventually get an empower ability. Obviously, they're going to kind of tune it with one class to start. They're going to see how it works, probably see how the player base reacts to it. And if they like it, I imagine it's spreading across all the classes because this is a cool new way to play. This is something we haven't seen in World of Warcraft yet. Disciplined priests from Legion should remember the now removed plea ability, which had a singular atonement, but its cost increased it on the number of atonements you already had out. So that's not an empower ability, but the cost increased it every time you use it. Would Evokers have an increased mana or secondary resource, holy power maybe? Try dragon power. Cost based off the longer hold. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the meta is for this. Like, is holding it better? Is releasing early better? We'll have to see how that plays out. We had abilities that have a channel effect, but never a charge effect. This is true. Justin Gamey, thank you for the follow and welcome to our Scourge. Howdy. Yes, awesome. Love to have another healer, especially a 2-set. Damn, big boy, big dick healer. All right, Justin, welcome, man. Yeah, that's true about, we've had abilities that have channel effects but no charge, correct. I mean, my Blood Drinker, right, is a channel. It's a channel effect. Right, I hold it and drinks for 30 seconds and locks onto the target and heals me while it's doing it. But, I can also break that effect, right? So it channels, if I cast something else in that time, it'll break the cast. But it's not like a hold and cast kind of thing, right? It's not an empower ability. It's terrible for people who smash buttons. That's true. That's true. Then they should just sort of play that class, I guess. In contrast to charge, we should also get spammable buttons for people who smash them. Yeah, right. Yeah, if somebody smashes, they don't gotta.
And always use
they don't gotta cast.
Another Death Knight.
Shits, man, shits. Shit. Whoa. What the hell? I thought shit's just... It's just in game. Gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Another Death Knight.
Justin, man, you didn't have to do that. Thank you, man. Oh, we got a bunch of new Death Knights of our Scourge. Justin just came in here, followed, joined the raid, and then
use another Death
gifted
Knight.
5 subs. Thank you so much, Justin, for gifting the tier 1 subs. Thank you so much. Let me say, it's Shits.
And always use another Death
Jivo,
Knight.
Lisa, One Shot, and Telly. Congratulations, you are now all Death Knights of our Scourge. Thanks to Mr. New Guy, Justin Gamey, came in here.
Use another Death Knight.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, if somebody smashes buttons, as I was saying, they're going to be able to spam the shit out of this and just click, cast, right? If they're that type of player. If they make the channel spell hold down to channel, but allow you to move around, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. I mean, with my channel spell, with Blood Drinker, I can run around. I can do whatever I want when I cast Blood Drinker. But an Empower ability, where you have to hold and charge, I don't think you'd be able to move. At least I don't think this Drakthir ability allows you to move. So that's an interesting thought. Maybe somebody like a rogue, if they had an empower ability, could move and empower themselves. I didn't have to just a fellow player. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks so much. Yes, yeah, grats, guys. Grats to the people who got the subs. Are you in raid? Are you in the raid instance? I am not yet. I'm not. I'm sitting in my in the Maldraxxus zone right now. In my Covenant hub. But we're gonna get out there soon. I'm still waiting for a group to fill. It's almost filled. Essence front, you can channel the move. Windwalker for life. Mistweaver for life, yes. Yeah, Mistweavers are great. Okay, so power of the green Dragonflight. This is another ability here. When it comes to Dragonflights, the Evoker is able to master the power of them all, but primarily uses bronze and green. which makes sense. Those seem like, healing related abilities. Turning back time, and the green would be, nature. For healing abilities, green gives immediate resto druid / healer over time vibes, as resto druids have a few very green Dragonflight reference abilities, like Ysara's Gift. That's right, I didn't think about that. They do. Of BFA's Azerite Power or Walking Dream. The empowered ability looks like a Paladin's Light of Dawn, so perhaps it's a HOTS. Perhaps HOTS won't be as large to focus. Yeah, it looks like an AoE heal, this one. Obviously, you have the edges of the circle right here. Definitely an AoE heal. And again, mid-range. How far can you throw this? That's a question. It'll play into the gameplay of this. But this is interesting. And it definitely looks like this, you stand in here, you get healed ability. For the Bronze Dragonflight, they all seem to continue the Restoration Druid references, as they refer to speeding up the rate at which allies are healed, which sounds a lot like Flourish. I don't play Resto Druid, but I didn't know you guys had these kinds of abilities. That's actually pretty cool. There is potential for more extreme measures to be taken for this sort of bronze ability to empower the green flight, HOTS, to be consumed so rapidly that they could replicate a Disciplined Priest's bursty ramp. This is true, yeah. So I wonder if you can I'm sure there will be interplay with them, right? Casting your abilities, but then I guarantee you they're going to have like a, what's it called for, like a time warp, right? Mages have time warp, but I bet you they'll have their own, not necessarily like a full raid time warp, but maybe their own time warp where their casts speed up and they can quickly heal up the raid. Right? It'll be like their own personal lust. I'm betting that they're going to get an ability like that, considering this this bronze Dragonflight play. Yeah, bronze seems Barty maybe hates group buff stuff something. Yeah, it could be. It does seem neat. I agree. How is it red not healing? It's the aspect of life. Is red the aspect of life? Is it? I don't know. Red. They're saying red and blue are DPS related. Calling it right now. The Evoker will have a form of heroism, bloodlust. Look at that, Inna. You were saying, I don't know if you said that before me in chat or I said it before you, but I totally agree. They're gonna have a some kind of lust, and it might be a personal lust. I'm not sure. Sam was Epic Doom guy on Warlock yesterday. I don't know if he was. But Epic Doom's come in here many times before. That looks like 10 yards. Yeah, this does look short. I don't think this looks that far. Again, the mid-range shit. Agree, Lurge. But I think they'll have more mini buffs with shorter CDs. That's possible. I just want another summoning class. Oh my god, I know. Right? These guys should be... I think they should give Death Knights the ability, and Mages the ability to summon. Right? We have Death Gates as Death Knights. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Death Knights are a bit of a stretch, but Mages, surely. They have portals. Mages should be given the ability to summon. The fact that it's still so class-locked in the one class, and it's become so essential for raiding, it's ridiculous. Give Mages the ability to fucking summon. Bronze Dragonflight legit sounds like Heroism, Bloodlust, Time Warp. Yep. Wakanda here. Gotcha. I said Wakanda. It's Wanahaka. I don't know why I said Wakanda. Think about it. A 5-man buff, 10 seconds, short CD. Yeah, my guess anyway. It could be. Feels arcadey. Maybe. I think it'll be cool. Red is. Yeah, so it's confirmed. Red is life, and yet is DPS. I don't know. Maybe they're taking away life. I played Resto Druid since vanilla, so this is the first time I'm considering checking out another healer. We'll see. Interesting, yeah, Justin. And same to the DPS side of it. They play as like a male version of a mage, a male-wearing mage. And my brother-in-law, who's only ever played mage, is considering for the first time playing a new class as well, because he just thinks it's a cool play on what he already knows as a mage. You banned me twice already. I don't think I banned you. Get me in. Love Booty. Got you. Love Booty, your name really confused the shit out of me. Got you, Love Booty. PY Jammies, what's up? Welcome. Monks should summon like Doctor Strange. Just have our hands in a circle, summon somebody. That would be so cool, actually. Could you imagine monks like doing their shit and they summon Raid? Oh my god, that'd be such a cool animation, PY. I've never thought of that. 100%. They should be. That would be amazing. Oh man, could you imagine those rings with the sparks around them? And wow. Khadgar literally summons when you do garrisons in WoD. This is true. That's very true. He does summon. So screw anyone who says they shouldn't be able to summon. Mages should not be able to summon. Doesn't fit their class. What the heck are you talking about? They can make portals, man. Mages can make portals. Literally, in cutscenes and cinematics, we've seen Jaina summon a fucking variant and shit. Or like in the cutscene, right, where Dalaran, the fucking cutscene in ICC, it was for Ulduar. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. We're gonna look at this right now. Ulduar trailer. Look at this. Look at this, okay?
Ah, King Varian. Thank you for coming on such short
notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. King Varian just showed up.
Ronan?
I've called you here to ask for your help.
Okay, hold on.
While our efforts against the Lich King press on, Bran here has brought us frightening news of the horrors beneath Ulduar and of its
Hold on, hold your asses.
Prisoner.
What's this?
Death God, take you.
That's a mage. What the fuck just happened there?
Disappoint me.
What just happened there? You gonna tell me that's not a mage? He's wearing the fucking mage PvP armor set.
May this Death God.
What's he doing right there?
take you.
He's porting him out. Mages have the ability to port people around. He's clearly taking them somewhere. Fucking give mages the ability to summon. Jaina summons all the time. Jaina fucking summons people everywhere. She does it with us. She does it in every cutscene cinematic ever. Jaina can summon people, but she still made us walk through the Sanctum of Domination. Yeah, fuck Jaina for that one. Oh my god, the Sanctum of Domination walk. They gotta fix that, by the way. We're gonna be running Sanctum of Domination again. I need better summoning. And I need better walkthroughs with that dungeon, because that dungeon is absolutely horrible to run back in. What's a DPS, JK? Yeah, I totally think they should be able to summon. Right? Jaina magic is a plot device. I don't complain much. I mean, she did summon a boat. Alright, she did pull a giant boat out of the ocean and use arcane magic to fly it over and blast arcane out of its cannons. So Jaina's magic is a bit broken, but she still fits the mage aesthetic, right? She's still a mage, and she can summon, indeed. That's a teleport. I mean, Pronk. Look, we're really going to get into this right now. Okay, they are porting him. This is true. This is a teleport. But I'm just saying, I think it fits, okay? Look at that cast right there. That's a 1 second cast time. He is porting them, but he did not make a portal and they walked through it. He just ported them out. I mean, I think you should be able, again, to port people anywhere. You're a fucking mage. Make it happen. Make it happen, Blizzard. We're getting into this shit. Not summoning portal. Jaina don't give a fuck. Just use 10 warlocks and have summoning stones everywhere like 100 yards. Yeah, that's another solution. By the way, Pronk, I'm going to ask you a question in a second. Well, I'm not saying she ain't strong, but she be like, help, I'm weak, then let me stop an army. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Jaina does play damsel in distress sometimes, but then she fucking is probably the most powerful mage in the game besides Khadgar right now. Hey, what's up, K Kim? Welcome. Any lore character, fight on heroes, will help you. Also, lore characters barely lift a finger to assist the heroes, and in Sepulchre they auto attack. Yeah, I almost booted all the lore characters from Raid. back in SOF because I felt like they were doing no damage whatsoever. They were doing no mechanics. Fuck them. Yeah, lore characters never do shit in raids. They just auto attack. It's always the case. The best lore character move ever was when not Uther. What was his name at ICC? Oh, he died in fucking Legion too. What's our name? What's our boy? What's our boy the Paladin? Watch in the beginning, Khadgar summons. Look at this. Look at this quest line.
Hey guys, Messi here from Weekly. I just got into the World General Alpha. And
where is it at? Khadgar summons? Where does he summon? You gotta give me the time. I don't want to fucking watch this whole thing. It's 32 minutes. 32 minutes long. I believe you though. Just the beginning, Khadgar summons. Right there, very beginning. Does Khadgar summon?
Hey guys,
where is Khadgar here?
I just got into the World General Alpha, and it looks like we're starting almost at the right at the start with the garrison. So
Does Khadgar summon us to the garrisons?
I should probably share it with you guys. So I'll just accept the quest and see where stuff brings us.
So he accepts the quest.
To start, we have to place the banner.
Can always use another Death Knight.
Just in game. Justin Game gifted 5 subs before he had subbed himself. Thank you, Justin. So much for the sub. Now 6 subs today, man. What's going on? Cause you're cute, no homo. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
No, but I think we can pull it off.
Look, does Khadgar summon? I'm waiting to see it.
Alright.
Look at that. That's a portal.
There's Gazlowe.
Wait, is Khadgar not there? Did he create that portal to summon?
Alright, so this is starting off pretty awesome. Because
Was that the summon you were talking about?
Alright,
Okay, people are coming out of the portal.
This is starting
That's what you're
off
talking about?
pretty awesome.
He just summoned Gazlowe.
Because
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He summoned him through the portal.
this is starting off
There you
pretty
go.
awesome.
There you go. Create a portal stone for mages. That's all I'm saying. It's possible. Make it happen, Blizzard. We need another summoning class. Man, we really went down the rabbit hole with this. We were talking about the Drakthir, and now we got in a summoning argument. Alright, back on these Drakthir. We talked about influence of the bronze, preservation of the raid. Okay, perhaps the Bronze Flight can be strong contender for Evoker's 3-minute raid-wide healer ability. Astrologians and Final Fantasy. I don't play Final Fantasy, so I have no idea what the fuck this is. Have unique abilities called Marcosmos that buff allies for 15 seconds and store 50% of all damage taken during that duration. At the end of the duration, or when toggled, each ally is then immediately healed for the compiled damage. That's a crazy interesting mechanic. This sort of mechanic could also be thought of as akin to a raid-wide after-time type mechanic. Was after-time the ability alters the fabric of time returning? Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys remember the time-weaving fight with that one dragon where he used to rewind time and then speed up time and it would change your health and shit? That was a cool fight. I still remember it. That was in Caverns of Time. Punch Revival. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there could be some interesting mechanics to be had. Alternatively, there's a wide range of stagger. Mechanics could be implemented whereby damage taken over time, 10 seconds, is insisted delay over a 10-second period. Yes. Yeah, there could be a lot of ways they play with this. Delay damage and spread over time. Yeah. Yep. Oh, you thought this, so you know about them, and Justin, and Final Fantasy. This sounds like a Disc Priest mechanic. It does kind of sound like a Disc Priest mechanic. Yeah, that's true. By the way, Justin, I forgot to tell you, you are now a Death Knight of our Scourge. Congratulations, and thank you again for the sub. Concerns. Oh, wait, let's see. Hold on. How does Preservation Evoker fit into the healer meta? Healer meta. When it comes to healer niches, there are many healers that share similar-ish profiles, and some of them don't. In general, there are a plethora of healing over time effects. That's some healers who incorporate very single-target output into their raid healing, like Holy Priest or Holy Paladin. Other healers have a mini ramp type mechanics that have constant healing, like Necrolord Shaman or Restoration Druid. Necrolord Shaman? What the fuck is that? That's a mistype. There's no such thing as a Necrolord. You can be Necrolord, but probably means a Restoration Shaman or whatever the fuck. Yeah, doesn't make any sense. A heavy burst and Discipline. On paper, it sounds like Discipline could have company in ramping healer department with arguments of HOTS to accelerate. With augmenting HOTS to accelerate, or maybe fully consume their total healing. It's like, yep. Look, all of this stuff sounds like they could be like a hybrid of all, a lot of these classes. That's the main thing. A Death Knight, yes, a Death Knight, and yes, for sure. I think it sounds like a Restro Druid with either disc type buffs or offensive/defensive party buffs. I think that's actually a very accurate description. I do feel like they're going to be very much Resto Druid/Disc Priest type of heal, for sure. New expansions are always a good opportunity to change things up in the meta. So in Shadowlands, like previous expansions, raid utility has played a massive role in determining when certain healers are brought to high-end content over others. We don't really do that, but I'm sure very high-end Mythic do. I mean, we have seen that we like to have priests for the Anduin fight, right? For the mass dispel. That's a great mechanic to have. Guantanamo, welcome. And that's what we like to see. So that is true, that there are some fights that favor some healers over others, or favor some classes over others. To that point, healers are ignored completely in high-end Mythic raiding. So when it comes to how exactly the Evoker heals, I think that it might be a secondary question for many Mistweavers, Holy Priests, or Restoration Druids who will be more curious about the type of utility that Evoker brings. End thoughts. It's been an extremely long time since we had a new healer. Agreed. Since Mistweaver Monk, right? Evoker. One of my favorite times in a game is during Legion Alpha Beta, when developers communicate heavily on the forums, engaging in community and redesign. Many healers, both holy and discipline, are what they are today in large part because of the foundation established in Legion. Yeah, so we'll see what Evoker turns out to be, right? A lot of cool abilities, mid-range. That's such a crazy concept to think about, and we'll see where these guys go and how things turn out with them.